Rinnosuke, where do we even begin with this guy? We know he's a shopkeeper who works at Korindo, the place he owns, and he's often called Korin because of that. He knew Marissa when she was a little girl, and he helped form the Midi Hakuro. And he used to work for Marissa's father in the human village before he moved away because they noticed, he wasn't aging and he didn't want to worry people because he was half a yokai. We know he's immune to all illnesses that plague both yokai and human, and we know he has a shittier version of Emiya's structural analysis because he can figure out what an item does, but the specific details are lost on him. We also know, for instance, that a lot of stuff shows up in his shop from the outside world because the barrier is particularly weak, and that's how he somehow got the sword of Kusanagi. It's just kind of sitting there. And oh yeah, if you don't know who Rinnosuke Morichika is, he's like the one humanoid male of actual importance. He originated in Curiosities of Lotus Asia. The song right now, this is actually a theme from a fan-made Mahjong game that Zune actually composed. So it is officially Rinnosuke theme. It's called Curious Old, what is it called? Curious Old Shanghai Tile. That's what it's called. So yeah, overall, Rinnosuke at first seems like just your run-of-the-mill dude. He's not anything special. But then there's a few things that he says that raise your suspicions. For example, he said that centuries are but like days to him. Like, he's so old that even 100 years is absolutely nothing to him. And he, like, treated Remilia like she was an actual child, which would put him above 500 years old. And he's talked to Yukari like she's not some ancient yokai. He's just like, it's like a peer almost, like someone in the same age range as him. And he's also mentioned he's like, the last time I seen a crested ibis like Tokiko was when I was in the outside world. And, you know, they went extinct quite a long time ago. So that puts them at least 200 years old, I believe, because I think they went out in the 1800s. You'll have to fact check me on that if I'm wrong. But, so yeah, Rinnosuke, very fascinating character. But that's not all there is to him. For example, one thing that is very interesting about him is that he lives in Gensokyo, but supposedly he doesn't know how to use Danmaku. But he travels a lot. So the question is, how the hell does he protect himself against rogue yokai? A lot of doujins say, oh, he's a retired defender of Gensokyo and he's a badass. And you know what? I kind of subscribe to that theory, because how the hell else is he defending himself? Does he have gadgets? Does he pull out like a friggin' flux capacitor mini Hakurio gun like he did in that Rinnosuke manga by Hidefumi Kijan? Or is there something else he's hiding? Because I think there is more to his character, and while he's a very observational person and he seems to know a lot, I think there's history. And he has knowledge on the Hakure God, so that there puts some very interesting insight on who Rinnosuke is. And I guess it's always been a fascinating topic to me, because as the one important character who isn't Genji, I guess, or Unzan, he has so much mystery surrounding him. I know a lot of people are like, well, if you read Curiosities of Lotus Asia, a lot of that mystery is cleared up. But it's not. We only know how he views Gensokyo in the present day and how he interacts with the world around him. But we don't know anything about who he is. We know he can stare at items and learn about them. We know that he's immune to sicknesses. We know all that. But we don't know anything about. We don't know his parentage. We don't know even what yokai he is. We just know he's half yokai. So you gotta wonder, what exactly are you, Rinnosuke? I like to theorize that he's actually like half, I don't know, Kuwabara. I don't know. My brain decided to die there. But it's very interesting. And all shooting that, there's another character that's very interesting. The one that showed up for like a chapter and then a few panels in other manga. Tokiko. And that's not even her official name. That's just what the fans called her. And even the wiki just calls her the unnamed book reading yokai, even though fans have latched on to Tokiko. And she has a very interesting dynamic with Rinnosuke because apparently he like stole a book from her, which is very Marissa of him. Like, did he teach her how to steal? That's something that's something to think about. But so you gotta think, what shenanigans could those two get up to? And does she know anything about him that we don't? Like, has he confided in her? Has he got grown closer to her because she won't fucking leave him alone? And by the way, Tokiko deserves better. Stop bullying her. She's a better bird than Mistia. I'll fight you on this. But I digress. Um, all in all, it's interesting, and there's not much evidence to go on, just speculation. And overall, it's food for thought. So really, the point of me making this video is to get you guys thinking about Rinnosuke and just how mysterious he really is. And hopefully, we can brainstorm in the comments together and maybe piece together a coherent story of who Rinnosuke Morichika is. Is he actually Tokiko's father? I'm kidding, but you look at, they used to have a pool on Donbaru called the Morichika family because she looks like the daughter of Kane and Rinnosuke. I love that family, so adorable. But I digress. I digress. Um, I'm out of things to talk about for Rinnosuke, unfortunately. So if you've watched this long, you get a special treat because I'm gonna do what a kitsune does, and I'm gonna shapeshift. Watch this, okay? Watch this. You'll be blown away, okay? All right. So sit tight. Watch this. I'm a transform. That's right. I've transformed into Chibi Kagero. Oh yeah, what's up? This is not my new model. I just wanted to do this because it's a little fun. So yeah, hi. Thank you for watching this far. That's all I have to say. Until next time, see ya.